Hello and welcome to this tutorial from AKCP. Today we're just going to take a look at how to very quickly set your IP address on your securityProbe base unit. So let's jump in and begin. Now the default IP address of the base unit that actually ships with your securityProbe base unit is 192.168.0.100, and if we type it into Google as I've done here and I click search, you'll notice that Google obviously can't find that unit on our network because our network settings are completely different at this moment in time to what the base unit settings are. So we need to rectify that. So what we need to do is we need to go down to our network settings at the bottom here and click Open Network and Sharing Center. We're going to go to Change Adapter Settings. We're going to select our local area network, and then we're going to go to Properties, and then we're going to go to TCP 4 and click OK. Click Properties, sorry. And within the properties here, you can see that we have our network properties for our default gateway, and we need to make a note of this so that when we are entering our information into our securityProbe unit, we have all this information handy. So I've made a note of that already. So the next thing that we need to do is we actually need to disconnect our computer from the internet, and we need to connect the base unit directly to the computer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, I've now connected my base unit directly to the computer, and I've disconnected my computer from my area network. And the first thing I need to do is obviously go back into my adapter settings exactly the same as I did before. I'm going to go to TCP IP version 4 properties, and you can see that I've already changed my IP address to match that of what the base unit comes with. The base unit comes with 192.168.0.100, and I've changed mine to .99. So you need to go ahead and do that, and I can click cancel. I'll cancel all this off now. And now within Google, I'm going to type in the IP address of the unit, the default IP, which is 192.168.0.100, and click enter. And straight away you can see I'm going to get redirected to my securityProbe 5ES base unit. So now what I want to do is obviously change the IP of this base unit. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to Settings. And now within the settings, you can see in the setup menu, I've got a lot of options here to twirl down from General, Connectivity and System Administrator. So we'll turn down General. You can see we have the system date and time, guest page. Now let's go to Connectivity, and under Connectivity you can see we have Ethernet network, so let's click there. Okay, so now what we have here is we have our options to change our Ethernet network. Obviously your Ethernet network is going to be different to what mine is, so you need to make a note of this yourself. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the IP address to what I want the unit to appear as on my network. So that's 10.1.5.147. I'm going to leave my subnet mask the same, and as it is, my gateway is also fine, 10.1.5.1. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And once I've done that, the unit will then make all the necessary changes. There you can see the system is setting up the network. Okay, so while that's all happening, I'm going to disconnect the base unit and I'm going to reconnect my computer back to the internet again. So I've now reconnected my computer to the internet, and I've also reconnected my base unit to my network switch. So the first thing that I need to do is go back to my network center, change my adapter settings, go to TCP IP version 4 again, properties, and you can see that I've already changed back my IP address to match my current network. So now that I've done that, I can get rid of all of these boxes here, and I can go ahead, I'll open a new window and I'll type in my new IP address which I assigned to my securityProbe, which is 10.1.5.147. You can see it's already come up, and I'll click enter. And now you can see I've been redirected to my securityProbe, which is now showing on the network. And that is how you set your IP address using your computer and the base unit.